Hi, this is Katrina from KatrinaKCreations.com, and today we're going to talk about the last 3 of 7 pattern making tools that won't break your budget. Let's get started. First, let's look at skirt hangers. One of my blog readers made this suggestion, and I thought it was a very good suggestion because I don't like folding my patterns, because then every time I get ready to use it, then I have to press it. So rather than fold them, I just put them on a skirt hanger. And I just bought these skirt hangers. Actually, these are children's hangers, and they work just as well for hanging your patterns. You could put your muslin on the hanger with the pattern, and then you can just hang them in your closet or on a garment rack, and you don't have to worry about putting creases in your pattern pieces. So you can just stick your pattern right on the hanger and hang it in your closet, and then it's ready for use. And you can do the same thing with the children's hanger. You can use the children's hanger for smaller pieces. Don't have to spend a lot of money to hang your patterns. You can also use hangers from the dry cleaners. Those wire hangers that you don't have anything else to do with, put them to use and let them hold your patterns. So this is a little different from the skirt hanger though, because you need to punch a hole in your pattern so that they can hang on this type of hanger. So just get you a regular, or you might already have a regular hole punch that you use for putting holes in notebook paper, and just put a hole in your pattern, and don't do it too close to the top because you don't want to make it rip. You can't do it too far down because the hole punch won't let you, but just put several holes in your pattern. You might have to fold it a little bit, not try to crease it, but fold it a little bit just so you can get a little wider hole, and then just place it on your hanger. Next are your rulers, and as you can see, I've had this ruler for quite some time because it has a yellowish tint to it, but this ruler will serve you very well. If you're going to get a straight edge and you want to get one that's inexpensive, I suggest you get one like this that you can see through, because then this will help you be able to use it for if you have to square a line, if your lines need to be at a perfect 90-degree angle. You can do that with this ruler. You don't have to buy an L square. So this ruler is very handy and a very, very smart thing to invest in, and they don't cost a lot of money. Now I also have this ruler. This ruler actually came with my cutting mat. So any ruler that is see-through will work just fine. And this is a good ruler to have, but to be honest with you, I would never have gone out and just bought this ruler. My go-to ruler is this one. This is the one that I use all the time. So if you would rather have an L square where you can square your lines, because if you're going to draft your own patterns, you're going to be doing that a lot. You might even have to do it sometimes in pattern alteration. You can get this mini L square, which is about $6.50 on Amazon. So for instance, if you were drafting this pattern, this is my center back. It needs to be in a perfect 90-degree angle to my hemline. And so that's when you would have to use a ruler like this. But if you didn't want to buy an L square, you could just use this ruler. Just line up your line with the line on the ruler, and then draw in the line for your hem. Now this is a little bit flimsier than I thought it was going to be. So just if you buy this ruler, just make sure you store it somewhere where it can't get broken. And the last of the rulers that I want to talk about is the French curve. And I've had this one since I graduated from college, and I graduated from college in 1990. And of course, we use this when we're drawing our curved lines. It gives us a nice smooth edge. So this will work just fine. I also have an aluminum one, but sometimes I just want one that's a little smaller, and it will give you nicely shaped curves for like your armholes and your necklines. It does the job, and you can probably find them in a discount store like Walmart. Amazon has them, but be careful which ones you buy on Amazon, because I've seen some where the reviews were really, really bad. Now let's talk about fabric or muslin. Now this is unbleached muslin from Joann Fabrics, and it's just 100% cotton, and this is what we use to fit our patterns, because you don't want to use your good fabric just in case there's something that needs to be changed. You don't want to mess up your good fabric, so you just use some muslin to fit it, make the changes, and then use your good fabric when you have the fit the way you want it to be. But muslin has gotten a little pricey, and when it goes on sale, or if I have a 50% off coupon, then I buy muslin. I want it to be, as low cost as possible. But you can also use remnants or different fabrics that are also cotton, but you can use something that's not cotton, and it doesn't have to be that off-white. It could be any color. Just make sure you don't use something that has a distracting print, because remember, you're testing the fit, so you want to be able to see everything without any distractions. Whenever I go to Joann's, I go straight to the back of the store. They have a table with a bunch of remnants on it, and I look through those remnants, and you might have to do a little searching, but I look through the remnants, and sometimes you can find a good deal, maybe on a fabric that you wouldn't necessarily make something out of that you would wear, but think about it in terms of muslin. And you could also go to your fabric stash and find fabric that is outdated, that you would never make anything out of to wear in public, and use that as your muslin. I wanted to make a denim skirt. This fabric was a little heavier than muslin, which is what I needed, because I wanted to see how it was going to hang and drape in denim. This fabric came in handy. Now this is a faux linen. It has like a linen look. This stuff is really nasty. I would never make anything out of this to wear out in public. This stuff, no. So go through that stash. Put some of that stash to use. And though that outdated fabric, you can repurpose it and use it as your muslin. If you wanted to know what the length of your armhole is, because you're matching your sleeve, you want to see if you have enough ease for your sleeve, what we would normally do is just walk the tape measure around the curve. Just walk it, and walk it until we got to the end. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. You can continue to do it that way. It's just going to take you a little longer. Well, the curve runner is a replacement for walking your tape measure around your armhole or any curved area that you need to measure on your patterns. So just put the 0, put it right at the starting point I'm putting it right at the shoulder and the armhole, and just roll it around your armhole. And I'm going slow because I'm not right-handed. Just walk it around, roll it around, and then get your measurement. And it serves the same purpose as the tape measure. So being left-handed, hopefully they will work on some curve runners for left-handed people, but it just means my numbers are backwards. So this is a great tool to have for measuring your armholes, your necklines, or like I said, any curved area on your pattern. And you can find this at sacurveruler.wordpress.com, or you can go to their Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/sacurve. And I'll also put those websites in the description. And it comes in centimeters and inches. The 8-inch and the 20 centimeter curve runner is $16.99. The 12-inch and 30 centimeter curve runner are $19.99. And this is not necessarily something that you need right now, but I just wanted to make you aware that it's out there. They also have other rulers that you won't find really anywhere else. So you can go and check them out and put this on your wish list for the future. So this concludes part 2 of pattern making tools that won't break your budget. And I hope that I have given you some information that you can use. If you did not see part 1, where I covered the first 4 pattern making tools that won't break your budget, you can check that out. The link is in the description. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave comments on YouTube, or you can leave a comment on my blog. And thanks for watching.